December 3rd is considered as the World Disability Day. To my surprise, I did not find the musculoskeletal disorders related disabilities in the 21 disabilities mentioned in one of the government sites. Did you know the work-related musculoskeletal disorders, what you know as your pains, can be as disabling as any other disability? Just for example, today we will discuss about something called carpal tunnel syndrome or the wrist pain. Carpal tunnel syndrome is primarily the compression of a nerve called median nerve which passes through the wrist. It may give you tingling or numbness, especially over the first 3 fingers, so the thumb and the first 2 fingers. You may even experience that there is a weakness in the grasp of these 3 fingers. Like any other repetitive strain injury, carpal tunnel syndrome also passes through 3 stages. So first stage is when you feel a little bit of pain, which goes away with little bit of rest. Next day, you're again better. The second stage comes when you require to take some painkillers or physiotherapy, occupational therapy, some kind of stretches, ice pack, hot fomentation, whatever helps. So basically, you need some kind of intervention. And the third stage, where all these don't seem to work and the pain is pretty bad. And here the doctor sometimes suggests you the surgery. Thanks to the occupational therapists who help you to come back to your work along with your use of fingers after your surgery. But what if I tell you this thing can be prevented to an extent unless it is because of some pathology? The work-related carpal tunnel syndrome can be very well prevented by just avoiding the compressive force on the wrist. So, what are you waiting for? Let's quickly dive into some of the strategies on how to place your keyboard and mouse and your wrists when you're typing or not typing, so that you can prevent your wrist pain and carpal tunnel syndrome and the disabilities alike. Keeping our wrists in neutral position is as important as taking care of other aspects of posture. So, when you type, you can float your fingers on the keyboard rather than resting it on the keyboard or on the table and then deviating the wrist like this. Do not keep the mouse too away from you so that you have to reach out for it. Keep it as close as possible, elbows in about 90 to 100 degrees and wrists again in neutral posture, which means there should be no touching of the wrist on the table or on the keyboard, and there should be no deviation of the wrist. So hand remains straight and you can operate the mouse in this position. Hold the mouse very lightly. Do not pinch or grasp it very tight and just give a small click. Use the armrests when you are actually wanting to rest your arms and not while typing. Do not even put your hand on the mouse when you're not scrolling or using the mouse. So, when you're not typing or using the mouse, that is when you rest your arms on the armrests. Better still, why not utilize that time in doing some desk stretches? I hope you watched that video on the desk stretches and the concept of micro breaks. If not, visit it right now.